Hey, what's up, everybody out there in YouTube land and the vinyl community? Kendall Stokes coming back to you. Got another video for the Spin Doctor and his Vinyl Mayhem YouTube channel. This one I am super excited about. I'm gonna go ahead and warn you, you better be here for the country, because that's all I got. I am so stoked about this video because shout out to Billy Hurst. Gotta do it again. Shout out to Billy Hurst and everybody out there at RiverBend Records. Man, I have been waiting for so long. Billy went through his own personal collection and he said he's gonna be doing this for a while. He finally did it. Went through his own personal collection of all of his country music records, and he said he's gonna get through everything and we're gonna have a big sale on Monday night, one of these days. And finally happened. Facebook Live show happened, and he said there's gonna be some monsters on there because Billy's been collecting for a long time, and man, there were some monsters on there. I had been egging him on to do it for a long time. Other people I know been egging him on to do it for a long time, and he finally did it. And when we did the show, I gotta tell you, it was a little crazy. I'm just real quick before we get started. It was Monday night, and apparently there were some storms brewing out there in Godfrey, Illinois. Tornadoes, thunderstorms, and got started at the normal time at 7 o'clock Central. I, of course, am here on the East Coast, but 7 o'clock Central, got started. Everything was going well. I just, then all of a sudden, boom, everything went dark. Apparently, we thought they lost power. Apparently, they lost internet. About 15, 20 minutes later, they came back on. They didn't have internet, but they were going off of their phones. So made it a little difficult, a little more time consuming. we heard that there were tornadoes. I mean, we could hear the thunder and the rain through our devices, but after a while, they said their internet came back, so they went back to using laptops and all that stuff. But started at 7, show didn't end until 11:30. I was about dead tired, but I'm gonna show you what I got because I got some good stuff. Got some really good stuff I was excited about. Billy did not hold back. And the thing is, we only made it through about half of the stuff he had. So another show will be coming up soon. Excited about it. But there were some big monsters. I didn't get everything I wanted, but I got a lot of what I did want. So without further ado, here we go. This is what I got. A couple things I actually picked up earlier before he did his monster show. I got lucky. This is something I had picked up. Marty Robbins' #1 Cowboy. This is kind of cool. This was a TV special that you could order. This came out like 1980. I actually had this on CD. My parents did, actually, I should say. 20 big cowboy songs. Basically, all of the great cowboy songs that Marty Robbins did on this album right here. El Paso City, The Big Iron, Mr. Shorty, Streets of Laredo, you name it, one of his cowboy songs is on this. And what's cool about this is that this thing is still in the shrink wrap. I mean, seriously, still in the shrink wrap. I was like, that's so cool. And this thing was cheap, and this vinyl is in excellent condition. And this was a cheap record. Super excited to get it. It's on a weird label I've never seen before, CSP, but I think that's just because, again, this was a mail-in, order it from TV. But this just brought back so many memories from when I was a kid. My parents had the CD. My dad, I've spoke about it many times before, huge Marty Robbins fan. So very excited to add this to the collection. Honestly, my favorite Marty Robbins songs are his cowboy songs. Don't get me wrong, I love, Ribbon of Darkness and My Woman, My Wife, and I mean, I'm going brain dead. I love all this stuff, but his cowboy stuff is my favorite. So very excited to have this. This stuff right here, I picked up the week before, or a couple weeks before, but I had asked Billy if he was going to have this in his collection, and he said yes. But then I just happened to ask him if he had any in the store, and he did. So I picked it up a couple weeks beforehand, which was good because it made it easier for me to wait for the actual big country sale. But first things first, I'm gonna show you some Ricky Van Shelton. Ricky Van Shelton, this is his debut album on this Columbia label. This is Wild Eyed Dream, and this thing is in the shrink with the hype stickers. Very, very cool. This thing is in near mint condition, flawless. Beautiful. And this is not an expensive record, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not exactly the easiest record to find either. Most of Ricky Van Shelton stuff's not really the easiest to find. It's not really cheap, or it's not really expensive either. But this thing right here, so many great songs on this record. Crime of Passion, Somebody Lied, Why I Dream, just so many good songs. If you don't know Ricky Van Shelton, and you're a country fan, where have you been? He had, I think, 11 straight #1 hits from the late 80s into the early 90s, I want to say. But it all started with this album. Guy from Danville, Virginia, just right up the road here, just right over the border of North Carolina and Virginia. So good. So good. Next, another Ricky Van Shelton. His second album, Living Proof. This one, very, very cool. It's not in the shrink or anything, and it doesn't have, hype stickers or whatever, but it is this. It is a gold stamp, a promo. Yeah, that's right, gold stamp promo. We got some great songs on this one as well. We got Living Proof. We've got I'll Leave This World Loving You. From a Jack to a King. Great cover. Beautiful song. I wanted to say, for some reason I thought, his cover of Pretty Woman was on this one, but I guess that's on his third record. Anyway, phenomenal shape as well, near mint. Beautiful. Can't go wrong. Again, sorry for the sound, guys. But beautiful. Excited to have this one. Some Ricky Van Shelton. Love it. Next, gotta love this as well. Ricky Van Shelton 3. Another near mint record. Beautiful. Some great stuff. Again, this one is in the shrink. There's no hype sticker on it. Little bummed about that, but you know what? You can't have hype stickers on everything, as much as you might wish. Again, near mint. Beautiful copy. Look at that. Look at that gloss on that shrink wrap. Oh my gosh. Got the original inner sleeve. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. I Cried My Last Tear. Statue of a Fool. Oh my goodness. Beautiful song. Oh Pretty Woman. I Meant Every Word He Said. I Still Love You. Oh, beautiful record. Beautiful record. So good. Man. Love me some Ricky Van Shelton. And then this one, this right here. This is his 4th record, the last one that came out on vinyl, and honestly, very difficult record to find. A little more expensive. This one was in the high 20 range, compared to those which are like below $10. Near mint again, in the shrink wrap. This one has the beautiful song, Keep It Between the Lines. His duet with Dolly Parton, Rockin' Chair. Good stuff, man. So happy to pick up these Ricky Van Sheltons. And all of them in just phenomenal shape. Perfect condition. What more could you ask for? Now, those were picked up a couple weeks before the actual big show. Big show brought in lots of people. At the minimum people that were watching were at least 60. At times, I think I saw it go up to 80. Big time numbers. Concert Buddy was in there. I saw you. We were going back and forth a little bit. He actually tried to pick up a couple records that I wanted to pick up. I tried to pick up a couple records he wanted to pick up, so we went back and forth. But yeah, a lot of people were in on this one. I mean, he was throwing up original Garth Brooks, original Travis Tritt, original Billy Ray Cyrus, Marty Stewart, Billy Joe Schaefer, Hank Williams, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard, George Jones. Let's see, just a lot of stuff. One of the ones that I picked up that I was excited to pick up was this original pressing of Dwight Yoakam, Buenos Noches from A Lonely Room. This is Dwight's third album. Came out in 1998 on this Reprise label here. Dwight's early albums are getting harder and harder to find. Now, this record store day, you will be able to pick up a box set of his first 3 albums. It's going to be running about 90 bucks. I'm trying, because that was on my list of maybes. I'm trying to pick up originals so I don't have to pick up that box set. This was under 20 bucks. I was lucky. It's VJ Plus all the way. Maybe, in my opinion, maybe even closer to near mint. I'm very happy about that, by the way. Got the original inner sleeve, all that good stuff. Some of the great songs that are on this: I Sang Dixie, Streets of Bakersfield with the great Buck Owens. Very happy to pick this up. Again, original first press, can't go wrong with that. I did try to pick up another Dwight that he had. I missed out. If he'd had 10 copies of most everything he was selling, he'd have sold them all. That's how people were trying to get stuff. Now, the next 2 records were my main ones. I gotta get them. I gotta be first. I tried to get the first 2 Clint Black records. Brian Glicked me. I know he had those typed in, and as soon as he saw anything that looked like Clint Black, he hit enter. Brian, more power to you, buddy. I missed out, I'm not gonna lie. But I got this one here. This is Vince Gill, When I Call Your Name. This is the album that made Vince Gill really, really huge, in my opinion. This is an original first pressing. This is also a gold stamp promo. Yeah, how cool is that? Gold stamp promo of this record. The vinyl is in phenomenal shape. He conditioned the sleeve VG. I gotta disagree. I think it's VG Plus, but look at that gold stamp promo right there. This is one that, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually second on this. Mike Post, you know who you are, buddy. If you're watching, I doubt you are, but if you are, I'll put that in later. Mike Post beat me to it. And I even told Billy that I was waiting for more Vince Gill when that one popped up. He put it up specifically, and I missed out. I kept hitting enter, my comment wouldn't go in. I was second, and Mike was so gracious. Gotta love the RiverBend Records community page on Facebook. Great people. Concert Buddy, you know what I'm talking about. Brian Glick, you know what I'm talking about. Melinda Murphy, I think you're in there too. You know what I'm talking about. Good people on that. Mike Post, so gracious. He said, you know what? Give the record to Kendall. And the record is now mine. Super excited. This record, again, is really the record that made Vince Gill. Vince had been around. He sang with Pure Prairie League. Had a couple early records that had moderate success. Signed with MCA. This record came out. Never Alone came out. Oklahoma Swing came out. When I Call Your Name came out. Boom. Never Knew Lonely came out. Boom. And he was off to the races. And then my big one, the one that I had to walk away with, and I did. Hallelujah. I did. I walked away with it. Vince Gill's Pocket Full of Gold. This record brings back so many memories of when I was a kid. record came out in 1991. This is an original first pressing. CRC, this is the Columbia House Record Club. This record can go for big money. The vinyl is in absolute perfect condition. Again, he graded the sleeve VG. I'd go VG plus, honestly. I don't, you know, he was being very conservative, I think, with his grading. Yeah, it's got some creases, but there's no like seam splits or anything like that on it. I'd go VG plus. I've seen people grade this, you know, so much better than, you know, but this one right here, oh my goodness, this one, I had the cassette, my parents had the cassette tape, and I remember listening to this so much. So many great songs on this. Look at Us, Take Your Memory With You, Pocket Full of Gold, Liza Jane. I remember listening to Liza Jane, and the guitar playing on Liza Jane really showed Vince Gill's guitar playing and why you see him at guitar festivals. And when you see him play it live, you know, this is like a 2.5 minute song, but when you see him play it live and it's like a 10-minute song, you see that dude can play. And that's why Eric Clapton invites him to the Crossroads Festival every single time that they have one. Vince Gill, phenomenal singer, but phenomenal guitar player. This was my want. This was my grail. I was so, so happy. Both Vince Gills were actually grails for me. I mean, honestly, all of these are grails for me, but this one was the big one. So excited to get it. Could not be happier. And I cannot wait for the next big country show because, like I said, Billy said we have more, or he has, you know, like another 400 records, I think. Super excited. Cannot wait. So shout out to RiverBend Records. Billy, Lewis was, you know, they powered through that show on Monday, and so awesome. Cannot wait. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed what I showed. I know it was all country, and a lot of the people that watch my stuff probably aren't into country. Hey, maybe I got new people. I don't know. Anyway, hope you guys liked it. Give me the thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave me comments. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.